this is the confetti box, okay? So it looks nice and simple. The open may look inside, and then what happens is when you open it, it literally pops out in front of you.
Oh, wow.
So you have all of these fold flat, pop up little boxes like this, and I'm going to show you how to make them, okay? So again, I'm going to do one more. They fold flat, go inside that little box. That box goes inside this box here, and it looks like a nice little surprise. But then when you open it, it opens up and you get that lovely big explosion in front of you, okay?
Brilliant.
Now, I will show you how they work. So basically, I'll get all this folded back in here. What you need to know is the set here, this is like, there's multiple sets of dies. This one here is the critical one. So this is your pop-up confetti cube. So when I open this up, can you see, what you're going to get is you're going to get full instructions for how it all works, right? Step by step, so don't worry about remembering this. And then also, this is what we call the special worker die, okay? So if I lift this off, this here is the worker die. These here are all of your decoration pieces. So I'm going to make the worker die up first. Before I do, I'm just going to show you the other ones in the collection, okay? Because you get these, which are to decorate. We also have loads of extra sets of these. So these are extra sets of dies and stamps. So if you want to do more decoration, we have loads of these sets of dies and stamps that you can literally, I mean, look, we've got loads of them. You'll see we've got the congratulations one for the anniversary. We've got a love and marriage one. We've got many congratulations. We've got a just to say, and we've got also a milestones and celebrations one. Then one other critical piece that we've got, okay, is in this set as well. You will see it's going to show you how to make the box, right? How to make the pop-up confetti box. Or we have the extra set of dies which does the confetti box. So I'm going to make the actual, these make the bumps, and then this one here makes the box to put the bumps in, and then all of the extra confetti or the tag tops if you want. So I'll walk you through all of it step by step, okay? First of all, you just want some regular plain white cardstock. So our stamping card works an absolute treat for this. And yes, whilst you absolutely can use your Gemini to cut through multiple layers, let's have a little look. I can be a lot more sparing with my cardstock. Look, if I cut it like this. Yes, you can use your Gemini to cut through multiple layers. Because this has got score lines in, I never advise that. So please don't, just cut one at a time, and you're going to just do a regular sandwich with this, and we're going to send it through our Gemini. It'll do all of that cutting, so it'll cut the cut lines perfectly, and it'll emboss the score lines just the right amount to give you that lovely fold. So once we're through, let me just show you here. There we go. So that is essentially the mechanism. And then what you're going to do is you're going to fold over and give these a lovely crease on there. And always, notice what I'm doing, I'm folding away from the score line. So the die sat on top of this, and I'm folding all of those crease lines away from themselves. And then I know that this is going to go inwards like that. So I'm going to give this one a fold the other way. But always fold it away from itself first. And then in we go, one. I'm going to do the same with this part here. This is where your mechanism's going to go in here through that little hole. And then the same part here, and then this is a little gluing flap at the top, right? So they are going to fold in there, so we'll fold them up the other way. Now, there's one extra thing that you need that doesn't come in with the kit, but you'll all have loads of these at home, okay? You're going to need an elastic band, right? That's what makes it have that lovely spring. So you want the elastic band. Now, watch this. Let's have a look. I'm going to fold these back the other way because that's going to go inside. Right, here we go. Right, I'm going to pop some tape across this middle part here, right? And I'm going to stick these two pieces together and then just come in with my pokey tool and make sure that hole is nice and clean. So now that's stuck together perfectly. The elastic band, you're just going to cut it and we're going to thread it through that little hole and tie a knot on the other side. Now, trust me, you'll want to practice this a few times because you'll want to see how much pop you get All depends on how tight you pull your elastic band, okay? So let's have a look. I'm going to put 3 knots in there just so that it doesn't come back through the rest of my, there you go, look at that, I might put 4 in just to be on the safe side. We don't want it to come back through that hole. So there's my, there you go, can you see? Big, nice big stringy pop. Now, we're going to do the same. I'm going to connect this together, and then you need a second one of these, of the little boxes. So you need 2 boxes to stick each cube together. Can you see this is going to make half of a cube? There we go, we'll seal you in there. There is my first half, and that cube, see, folds down. This is how it's going to fold flat when we're working on it. So you're going to get another half a cube. So I've done exactly the same here, and you can see there again that's going to fold inside. There's my outside piece. I'm going to, just as we did before, stick that together. Just make sure that's not got any tape in the middle there. That is going to come through. Now, here's the thing. We're now going to, in fact, I think I'll stick this bit together first of all, down the other side. Doesn't make any difference which way you do it. So let's have a look. I'm going to stick that just like we did with the first one. Stick that other side of the cube down, right? Now, I'm going to stick the 2 cubes together first. So can you see, there's my edge on this one. I'm going to pop a little bit of tape down the edge on this one, and then stick that one in place. So there's the 2 halves of my cube. And before I stick this last one in place, see, that's going to fold in like that. So before I stick this last one in place there, we need to stretch our elastic band. So watch this, I'm going to just go through. Oh, this is why quite often what I'm doing is I stick my knot through before I stick the side pieces on. It's just a little bit less fiddly to go and get it through that hole. Oh, crikey Moses. Yeah, watch here, right? If I hadn't have stuck this down here, I just wish our tape wasn't quite so good sometimes, right? So if I didn't stick that bit down, watch how much easier it is to come and get that through there when you can get your fingers in, all right? So a little bit of a tip, do as Sara says, not as Sara does. There we go, and then we can stick that one back down there. Right, now here's the thing. How tight do you want your elastic band? Pull it as tight as you can comfortably get it, right? The tighter you can pull that elastic band, the more snap that you're going to get. Look, I'll go around 2 fingers. It's like tying a balloon, this bit, isn't it? So I'm going to go nice and tight. Get that all tied up. Make sure you've got that nice string. There we go. So I can see that snapping really, really well. Yep. And then essentially this little piece is excess. So you can just leave it inside, or you can stick it together. Then I'm going to come and put tape down this part here. Fold it flat. All right. So can you see I'm going to fold that flat in there, just to enable that whole cube to come together. And then that cube, and you see it's going to go flat once it's in the box, and it's going to pop up when we're ready done with it. So have a little look at that from the side. We're going flat in our box, and then it's got that lovely pop on it. And like I said, the tighter you pull the string, the more pop that we get on all of this. So that's how you do your base part. And then you decorate it however you want. So can you see I've done here, I've just done some with the little birthday card, little birthday cake. I've got just to say, I've got a little happy birthday on here, and then I've got a little cross and a little bow, for example. So these are all from those extra sets. So you know all these extra sets that I talked about? These are all the extra sets that are going to do the decoration for you, whether it's for a congratulations set, a wedding set, an anniversary set, a milestone celebration, all the reasons why you would do a big, why would you do a big celebration like this pop-up confetti? Right? You just think about all the big reasons. I think it's big milestone birthdays. I mean, I did one for my husband's 40th, and I put little pictures of the kids on them, and they look brilliant. If someone's getting married, you might want to do them. You could do them as place settings at a wedding, to be honest, and put one on each table, little picture of the bride and groom in, or whatever it is, you are personalising to a specific occasion. There we go, put that on there, and I think we'll just add this nice little cross in there too. So that is the first part of the project done, the little box. And I would recommend making probably 3 of those for each one of our little boxes that go with it, okay? So I've got here, let's have a look, I've got 1, 2, don't you fall over. Here we go, 1, 2, 3 little boxes. Actually, I've got 3 extra ones, so we've got 4 to go in this one. So then you need the box to put them all in, right? So are you ready? That is when this die set comes into play. So this is the confetti box that enables you to do the bump. So that comes in 2 parts. There's this one here, and then there's also this one here. Now what you're going to do is you're going to die cut both of these out, and I've actually done mine just for speed. So I've die cut this one out, and then I've die cut this one here, and what you do is where it gives you these little notches, you're going to score all the way along with one of your scoring boards. And then watch how the whole thing goes together, you see. You just do fold and a nice bit of a crease along there. And I'm always folding away from myself where we've done the scoring. So there we go, 1, 2, 3, and the 4th one there. And then the same with these, where we've done that scoring, I'm just folding it over and creasing it. And this is what we call a slider box, or a match box as it was, right? And I like to think of them as match boxes, but their official name's a slider box. So on this one here, tape pens are more than adequate to stick the sides together as long as you're using one of the Crafter's Companion tape pens. If you're not, you need to use these tape pens because they're the only ones that are strong enough for boxes. And you're going to assemble here all 4 sides of your box. And then watch how I like to make this box. I like to put the tape on and then actually assemble the box around the base box that it's going to go into. So you see that comes over there, and because we've assembled the box around the inner box, it's always going to slide and fit perfectly, okay? And then all I've got is you can just do decoration however you want here. I've got just a little bit of background piece. This is all again from the set. You can do open me if you want. We've got just to say you decorate that however you want. And then inside here, you're going to take each of these parts and you're going to fold them flat so that they're going to fold flat to go inside the box. However many you want to make. I find 4 at an absolute push, but no more than 4 really, unless you've done it with a thin cardstock. Pop them in there, and they look much better if you've got something like Open Me or Look Inside, both of which of those dies you get on the die set. And then when we open that up, it literally, as you open it, they're going to explode out the box in front of you.